What's up, world? It's your boy Double O coming at you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great evening. This is day number 78 in this 90-day series. And I hope that you have gotten something from these videos. If this is your first time joining in with us, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have been watching all along, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's much appreciated. I hope that you are sharing these with your friends and family if it's helping you to move along in your journey towards your goals and your dreams and your desires. Tonight I want to talk about money, and over the next couple of days I'm going to discuss some principles that I learned from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. This is a very good book. It's written in some old language, but the principles in the book work. I've used them when I was a young man to great success, and I recently, within the last few months, I've started to really use them again to great success. And I want you, each of you, to really take this to heart, take notes on these principles. And really, I'm just going to give you just a couple tonight, but I really want you to take notes on these principles and start to use them to help you to acquire wealth, to help you reach your goals, and to really talk about what are your financial goals and how are you going to make those goals happen for yourself. Now, the first thing I want you to write down, and I want you to commit this to memory and say this to yourself over and over and over again as you go throughout the day. I want you to put it on your mirror. Write it on your mirror, or write it on a piece of paper and stick it to your mirror, stick it to your refrigerator. Teach these principles to your children, because a large part of the reason why we don't reach a level of success is because we have never learned the rules of money and how to handle money, and because we've never developed the discipline to handle money. In all my years in school, I have an engineering degree. I have a music business degree, and just several. I've been, in several programs and everything, but I never really learned, or was never really taught, the rules of money and how to handle money. Even though I grew up in a household where my mom was the accountant for a company, and my grandfather had been in business since 1956, and it's just something that we were never taught, and it's tragic because that really is the foundation that we have to build on. One of the foundations that we have to build on is finances, and we have to learn the laws of finances and how to use them. So here's a statement I want you to write down. It says, "A part of all I earn is mine to keep." A part of all I earn is mine to keep. Now, many of you off top says, "Well, all my money is mine to keep." Well, really, that's not true, because if it was the case, then you wouldn't have bills to pay, or you wouldn't be paying bills. You would just keep all of your money. But you don't. You spend money on clothing, you spend money on housing, you spend money on food, you spend money on your car, you spend money on entertainment. So what I mean by this is you must learn to save, and it needs to be systematic, and it needs to be consistent. It needs to happen off every penny that you earn. Every dollar that you earn, you save a dime, a minimum of a dime. So that's 10%. Now, many of you think that might be rather strenuous, but I want you to start with your the very next amount of money you get, whether it comes from your job, whether it comes from a family member giving you a gift of some money, whether it comes from your business, whatever the case may be. I want you to save 10% of that money. Take 10% of it. If it's $20, take $2 and put it away. If it's $100, take $10 and put it away. If it's $1,000, take $100 and put it away to the side. Save it. I want you to do this consistently consistently, without fail, for a year. Consistent, without touching it. Now, if you do it, if you have a 401k at your job, then of course you can do it through your 401k or a savings plan. But come up with some systematic way of saving at least a minimum of 10% of your money per pay period, or per every time you get some type of income. No matter where that income comes from, save 10% of it. Now, after this year's time, I want you, or during this year's time, what I want you to do is start educating yourself on finances. I want you to come up with a financial plan. Now, how do you do that? Do you go down to the supermarket and ask somebody from the supermarket, how do I save money? No, you can go to the bank. But most times your bank tellers and your people that work at the bank are just in as bad shape as you are. So you want to start seeking financial advice from those who are wise, or who work in the financial markets, or who are wise in investing. Find someone that you can talk to and tell them what your plan is. Say, hey, I'm saving 10% of my money on every check. But over this next year, I want to learn the best way to invest my money at the end of this year. And not all of it, but a portion of what you have saved. So what you're going to start doing right now is, as you start to save money, you're going to start to learn how to invest that money. You're going to go and start, even if you go to the library and get books on learning how to invest. Very, very important part of it. So you must learn to take advice from those that are wise in investing. Like I said, you don't want to go down to the corner market or go next door to your neighbor's house and he's in as bad a shape as you are. If you have a family member that's investing and they're doing pretty well, talk to them. If you have family members who are doing well in their finances and who are saving money and whatnot, talk to them. Get advice from them. Sometimes you have to go ask for those type things. Ask for that advice. But I'm telling you, find out. And then as you go, you start to save your money. It will definitely build self-confidence. Now, one thing I can tell you is, when you have money saved in the bank, you got a nice chunk of change in the bank, your self-confidence is boosted. I'm telling you, I know for a fact. You know how I know? Because I've done it myself. Please, please, please start saving your money. Now, learn how to acquire it. As you learn to acquire money, learn how to keep it, learn how to use it. Learn how to use it. Now, your savings, let it sit. And tonight I'm just going to talk about saving. Save 10% of everything you earn. When you set out to do a task, you do it consistently. And I always talk about success is doing something consistently over time. Continue. Every day, systematic, consistent savings. You need to learn that. I want to drill that into your mind tonight. If I repeat myself 1,000 times, I probably hadn't said it enough. A part of all that you earn is yours to keep. You must learn how to save money. We must learn how to live on less than what we earn. Some of us are living so far above our means until it is ridiculous. We must learn how to save money. You must come down off of your high horse, learn to save money, and create a financial plan for you and your children and your family. We have not done that. I'm guilty as well. Don't feel like you're in the boat by yourself. We all are trying to learn. I'm trying to impart this information to you as I use it myself. I'm using it. I want you to use it. So remember, number one, a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. I also want you to sit down and start coming up with a financial plan for yourself. Come up with a financial plan. Even if right now you are unable to do it, start with your financial plan. But make sure you start saving 10% of your money today. How determined are you to succeed? I want you to ask yourself these questions. What is your financial plan? How determined are you to succeed at your financial plan? Something that you have to think about and be systematic and consistent. Systematic and consistent. What time and study are you willing to devote to that success? Now, some of us think, man, a year is a long time, and it really isn't, brother and sister. It really is not that long, but something you have to do. And I'm just saying, once you've done it for a year, after that, it will be a habit, and we want to form those habits, good habits. Now, how do you replace bad habits? Start good ones. Start today. Start today. Not tomorrow, start today. Make up in your mind that this very day, that every time you receive some money, 10% of it is going to go into savings for the whole next year. You're not going to touch it for a year. You're going to start educating yourself on how to invest money. What is the best ways to invest? Look for the best people to invest. Start building a relationship with a financial investor today. You don't have to give them any money today, but you can talk to them. You can ask them questions before you give them your money. You tell them, well, I got a little bit of money I want to save, but I want to interview you. I want to see what you're doing. I want to check out your portfolios. I want to see how you handle other people's money. How are you handling your own money at this time? Now, remember, a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. This principle relates to your life and the way you're doing business. Does it? How does that relate to your life and the way you do business today? If you're not doing that right now, start today. Okay? Number 4 is seek professional advice from competent people. And we just got through talking about interviewing someone who understands investing. Interview those people. Talk to those people. Talk to people who are wise in handling their money. And, make sure that you carefully consider, once you get to that year's deadline, that year's goal, once you reach that goal, then I want you to carefully consider how you're going to invest your money. And then when your money gives you a return, how you're going to save that and invest a portion of it. Okay? So as you start to invest money and you start to get a return on your investment, you're going to take a part of your return. It's going to go into savings. You're going to take a piece of that and then you're going to reinvest it in something else. Very important. Systematic, consistent investing. Systematic, consistent savings. And it will grow. And you will become successful at money, at acquiring money and keeping it and using it to the best of its ability. That's just one lesson for tonight. The first lesson is a portion of all that I earn is mine to keep. Let's live below our means. Start saving 10% of our money, a minimum of 10%. If you can save more than 10%, that's great, and live comfortably, that's great. But you don't want to be a miser where you saving 50% of your income. You living off cheese and crackers and ramen noodles. You don't want to become that type of person. But you definitely, because that's living in fear, and you don't want to live in fear. You want to live a good life. You want to enjoy life, but you want to come up with a systematic way of really saving money and investing money and having it grow and working towards your goals. So again, we always talk about goals. Write this goal down. A portion of all that I earn is mine to keep. I'm going to save 10% of every penny, every dollar that I get from any source. Got it? Okay. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I know I've been very preachy tonight, but I want to get this through your mind. I want to get it into your subconscious mind. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. You get it? Save 10% of your money. Save it. Pay yourself first. Very, 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 very important. Thank you. Peace. One love. Double.